Oi there, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video we're going to be discussing whether you believe this accent that I am attempting to imitate is from Australia, New Zealand or South Africa. Stay tuned, we're going to get right into this.
You gonna do that in the whole video?
No, probably not. Alright then, we're not going to really be talking about accents today. We're going to be talking about a few other things, I'm not sure what. Kind of just decided to make this video last moment, spur of the moment sort of thing before we get a couple of items finished up, packaged and ready to ship tomorrow from Wasilla, going into the belly of the beast tomorrow. Which is even less desirable than usual because it's currently snowing buckets. I don't mind the snow so much, we're actually in pretty dire need of it as far as the snow machine trail goes. But when you get down towards the city, all of those people forget that they live in Alaska, so when it gets cold and snows, or freezes or ices or anything, you get about 30 of them off the side of the road or in the ditch or in the medium or flipped over on their roof because I'm not sure why, I haven't figured that out yet. But anyway, on to the juicy stuff. This is a pocket sewing kit without the lid and the extra stuff. This one doesn't come with any thread. It does come with all the needles in the needle case. It does come with the scissors, the nippers, the bone awl. You supply your own thread. This kind of just gets tossed in your pack or your pocket or wherever you want to put it. Showed the full version in last couple of videos. If you want to see what that looks like, that goes, has a belt loop on it and a pocket. Go back and check it out. These are really cool. I like them a lot. This one is sold. Can't have that one. Okay. A couple of videos back I also showed a canteen carrier for a cylindrical canteen. I had mentioned that I had already started this one and it was a mistake because I realized that he had a cylinder instead of a traditional canteen. This is the Pathfinder School Canteen Shop joint venture canteen cook set with the canteen cup and stove. This one does not have a lid because I never got the lid with it. Actually, the lid wasn't available for it when I got this one. This is one of the first ones that came off the first production run. But there is plenty of room here to add the lid into the bottom of this. It's actually designed measurement-wise to carry the lid because this is designed that you can open it up and take a drink without taking it out of the thing. If you don't have the lid, it sits a little lower. Or if you want to order one and you don't have the lid, you don't plan on getting the lid for the cup, just tell me and I can take a quarter, half-inch off of this top measurement. This one is also sold already. I was going to post it for sale, but somebody wanted it already before I ever finished it, so I gave them first dibs and they scooped it up. You can see on these, it was mentioned that in a lot of the photos the difference in colors doesn't really come through. That's because, for one thing, sometimes they're very subtle. These pockets are darker than the body of this bag. I don't know if that comes through. This is a dark cocoa brown. This is just a shade lighter. I would say a not dark cocoa brown. I don't know. Dark cocoa brown. This is a lighter shade. So there's 3 different colors on this bag and they're very subtle. It's not enough to really make it stand out a tremendous amount, but if you get this in your hand you'll see I think it's very tasteful. Probably because I'm the one that made it, but I like it. A little bit of variation in the coloring. Makes things stand out, different aspects of the bag stand out a little bit. I like it. Somebody commented on one of the videos as to the sheer ludicrousy of putting a sweating canteen inside of a leather bag, and how the leather is just going to get ruined when your sweating canteen sweats all over the inside of the bag. If only there was some way throughout the thousands of years of using leather that somebody could have thought up to protect the inside of the bag from water and condensation, just like the outside of the bag is protected from precipitation. If only we could put our minds to it. Maybe we could think of some way to add a little bit of protection there. But, all sarcasm aside, at the end of the day, take your canteen out, let your bag dry out if it gets a bunch of wetness in it. The inside is protected. I think these things through past just what it looks like. Don't mean to sound snarky, but some people, if you just thought it through, if you're one of those people that makes comments that are snarky on other people's thing, you just think it through yourself. I won't have to do it for you. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. You'll be okay. Anyway, this one comes with a removable shoulder strap. It doesn't have a belt loop on it. I wouldn't want to carry this on my belt personally. This is kind of a heavy set. It doesn't even have water in it. But if you wanted to, you could get a set of danglers for the belt loop real easily. Also, this can be tied to your pack with paracord or whatever if you wanted to carry it without the shoulder strap. Also, the shoulder strap could be used for anything else that could be connected to D-rings. And the shoulder strap matches the rest of the veg stand. It's a bit lighter of a color. Also protected from precipitation. These don't come with the cook sets. You have to have your own cook set, but it will fit just about any kind of canteen cook set on the market. This is the biggest one I know of, the Pathfinder School Canteen Shop. Stainless steel. I don't want to get this thing out, so I'm not going to. This is going to get more photos tomorrow, so if you don't know what that looks like, head to the Pathfinder School or canteenshop.com or wherever these are available for sale. This is the big, juicy stainless steel version with the big stove and the big cup. This bag will fit any canteen setup on the market unless it's much bigger than this. Man, I know I made that, but that just looks good to me. I like it. It feels good in the hand too. A lot of people don't realize, some people think that I overcharge for my stuff. But after having your hands on so many leather products through the years, this is not the same thing. It's just not. I'm not trying to be fooling myself or think that I'm above anybody. It's just not. The quality of materials, the time and effort and thought I put into these things, when you hold this in your hand, you'll know this is not the same as the other leather work you've been dealing with. Unless you're dealing with somebody good, in which case, congratulations, they're few and far between. So, on to the next thing. This is a custom deal based on our Longstride bags that we were offering for sale in stock for a while. And just like all things in stock, we were unable to keep up with it. This is a custom, basically Haversack. It's 10 by 12, based on kind of the design of the Longstride flat bag. It looks darker than it is. You can see it's a dark cocoa brown, but you can see the color. It's a deep, rich brown, but the colors do come through in the lighting. This is just beautiful. This is this Italian calf leather, and it is just luxury. This stuff is luxury. I like it a lot. Super high quality, super durable, nice and tight. You can often tell what it's going to be like when you look at the flesh side of it, and this stuff is just super tight and good. We used French bull from the same tannery, Remy Carriot Tanneries in France. Allez-vous François. One thing the French do well is leather, I can tell you that. This stuff is incredible. So an offset, you can see the design here on the front. The front panel folds around, and so this lace goes through 3 layers. on the back. He wanted rounded corners on that. You can see it's not bunched up and weird on the back. Because a little thought goes a long ways when you're just looking at it. How do I solve that problem? It's laced on the back. Now I did a little something different here because I want the shiny side to be out, and then when you flip this around I want the shiny side to be facing you. So at some point, because this is all one piece between this and this is all one piece, I have to turn this around, and in order to accomplish that I did a little leather wrap right there, twisted it around on itself and just kind of wrapped it up. Made this one a little longer because it's in the back. I think that turned out pretty spectacular, just for look and feel. I left this bottom part long in case this ever gets loosed up. You can just tug on this. In the meantime, you can just tuck that in the back, or you can let it hang over the front. Add a little bit of something to it, however you want to do it. Or you can cut it off. It's probably not going to come loose anyway. 10 by 12, lots of room in this bag, but not so much that you're going to pack 50 pounds of gear in it. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. Just a haversack? No, it is not just a haversack. You get this thing in your hands and you'll know it. The amount of time and thought and design. I could just get a bread bag from the French World War II surplus. That's all fine and good. I do that too. It's not the same thing. I'll probably edit that part out. Anyway, got my Canteen shop Respect the Woods swag. It's the very last of these shirts, because if you haven't heard, Rob at Canteen Shop is changing his name and whole operation. If you go to the Canteen Corner, I think it's called, Canteen Shop Corner, I don't know what his YouTube is called. Canteen Shop YouTube channel. Check it out. It is he just put a video up, I think, where he made an announcement about what's going on with the name change and the changing of the stuff. Anyway, I say all that because we're going to start getting into doing some stuff with them again. I think I said a couple of videos back that it probably wouldn't happen that way, but I've talked to Rob a couple of times now through social media and on the telephone, and I think it's a good thing. I like working with Rob. I like Canteen Shop. I like what they do and have done. I like the direction that they're heading in going forward. And so we're happy to be a part of that in any way that we can. It's not going to be a bunch of big elaborate things because we just can't keep up with that sort of thing. But a couple of small projects we will work on with them. And keep your eyes out for that because I think it's going to be good. So if I seem a little bit low on energy tonight, it's because I'm very tired. We have just come off of like 2 weeks worth of stomach flus and stuff. 2 weeks. It's exhausting, and it has taken a while to fully recover from it. And we've had just massive amounts of cold weather. It was like -15 yesterday. Dropped a couple of trees, brought a bunch of wood over, been splitting a bunch of firewood because it never ends. And just kind of zaps the energy. Now it is 20 degrees and snowing outside, which I'm happy about. So, I've rambled a bunch in this video about leather stuff. Let's take one last look. I'm super happy with this stuff. I might turn out more of these. If you want one, hit me up. I'm not sure how much this is going to cost moving forward. What do you think? $250, $300? It's not worth that. It's only a haversack. Canteen carriers. These are probably $250, $300. I don't know. I like that number. Shoulder straps are included. How much are these?
$115.
$115. Lifetime investment. This stuff is not going to fall apart on you if you take care of it. It's not chrome tan leather. There's a difference. That's it for me. Have a good day. Alright, real quick before I forget, because I forgot. Next video will be how to sew on these pockets. Hidden seam without turning it inside out. I show you how to do this pocket and one of these flat pockets. So be looking out for that. As soon as I get it edited, I'll put it up.